everyone, it is your girl Beaute 87 here, aka Grace Girl, and today we're gonna get into the new Glaminatrix Cosmetics palette. I told y'all I bought the Into the Night palette, so it just showed up on my doorstep today. This is what she looks like on the inside. Yes, that's what she looks like on the inside. I mean on the outside. Jesus, this is the inside. As you can see, she gives us a nice cool tone, berryish type moment over here, and you get this nice fun neon poppy tone side on this side. So y'all know the drill. I got to show you some palettes that look similar to it in my collection. Then I'm going to show you some palettes that I plan on pairing this palette with, and then we're going to do a cute little eye looking moment. I think this palette retailed for $54. Don't quote me, because when I got my receipt, it shows up in, what do you call it, it shows up in Australian money, not in American money, so I can't 100% sure say for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was, let me see, I'm pretty sure it's $54 though, and I don't think anyone has codes with them from what I remember. It says $85 and then $20 for shipping, so it's $105 Australian dollars. But like I said, the receipt doesn't show you how many American dollars it is, so I can't tell you. And of course, the battery wants to die. The battery always wants to die. So I'm gonna just show you the first set of palettes that's in here with me, and then I'll go get a battery for the rest of them. So of course, I have to show you the Sea Talk palette. I feel like this is a nice little cute, similar-esque palette, if you will. If you like more blues and if you like more neutrals, if anything else, I feel like we like Lauren's palette from Uden's Eye over Glaminatrix. So I feel like Glaminatrix is giving more neon fun or deep grungy, and this gives you neutral with a couple of fun shades, so you might like that. I got the Mothership 3 that I felt like it looked most similar to. I actually have a video planned to do with somebody who has the Mothership 3, and we're gonna do old school versus new school like I did the last time, where they used McGrath palette and I'm gonna use the Glaminatrix palette. So that's what both of them look like. But if you have this one, you might seriously not want to get that one, because they're both pretty similar. You're not gonna get the hot pink shade and the fun green shade, but otherwise I feel like it gives you a good amount of the same shade. I have to show you the Nocturnal palette against it, because it has the same like pattern of shade, coloring, if you will. You got your deeper, grungier side, and you got your fun, colorful side. I just have it turned the opposite way. If I turned it this way, then you see what I'm talking about. See, this is the fun part at the top, and then like the serious, more neutral, grungy tones are at the bottom. This will be a good palette mashup as well that I plan on doing. Next, I have the New Mood palette. I feel like this one is really a great affordable alternative to this palette, because as you can see, it's giving a lot of the somewhat similar colors. You get the blues, you get the berries, you get the pink, you get the green, so you get a lot of the similar tones, and you still get a decent amount of neutrals, and this is on the more affordable side, so you might want to look into that if you don't want to spend the money on the Glaminatrix one. And the last one I have to show before I go get a battery is the Verna Amore that I got from Dionluvsmakeup. You can use code Dion if you are shopping at Nomad, and here is what it looks like. As you can see, I'm just doing it for the neutral part, because the neutral part in here looks the same as the neutral part in here pretty much. So that's what they look like. Now let me go get a battery, and then we'll get into the ones that I plan on doing palette mashups with, and then we'll do an actual eye look, and then you will hear my first impression thoughts on this palette. So I'm gonna be right back. Let me pick up my palettes first. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I got the Glaminatrix Glamorous palette. As y'all know, I own just about every Glaminatrix palette that exists. Or a matter of fact, I think I do own every Glaminatrix palette that exists. I'm almost. So I feel like these would be a great combination together, because you got a lot of more fun colors to go in here, and you got a lot of deeper purples and whatnot to go with the neutrals in this palette. So I feel like they'll be a nice balance to each other. So I plan on using both those together. Now I can take this home. I had a whole bunch of these just sitting here waiting for this palette to arrive, because I was trying to be extra prepared. I have the Passion in Paris from BH Cosmetics. I hear they still sell this on BH Cosmetics website, so if you want to grab it, go ahead and check it out. But I feel like this would be a great extension to this one, because you have these fun neutral neons, but I feel like a lot of these berry tones and these greens and blues and purples will go with the grungier side. So this is mainly to go with more of the grungier side, although the pinks at the bottom I feel like will go nice with this pink and yellow section. So I guess you could use it for both. But when I first saw it and thought of it, that's what made me think to use it with, so that's what I bought it for. Next, I have the Arrow Inspired palette from Adept Cosmetics. Did y'all see that new Seahorse palette? The price of it is making me want to cry. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab both palettes though. I'm like, we just gonna round it up to the $200 and get the other palette that everybody's been showing you now that I had not gotten yet. This is what both of those look like together. And as you can see, it has the greens, the blues, and purples. I feel like they go nicely with this side, but you could always put the purples with this grungy, deeper tone side at the top as well. So that's why I feel like it'll be a good companion palette. Sorry, I'm trying to keep palettes from falling on the floor. Next, I have the OPV Beauty Bloom palette. Here's what both of them look like side by side. I like the fact that this one has a lot of different variations of colors that I feel like would pair nicely with this palette. Like the greens, the darker greens can go with this pink and this lighter green, and then some of those deeper reds and the purples and dark blues can go with the grungier side of the palette. So that's why I want to pair this one with this one. I feel like I get some interesting color combinations. So I'm like, Which one do I have? I have the Barbie palette from Glamlight. Now my friend did let me borrow her ABH palette, the newest Norvina one that came out when it went on sale, so I could use it for a palette mashup and try out the quality. But here's what the Barbie and Glamlight palette look like with this. As you can see, I grabbed this one because these pinks and the neutrals could go nicely with that, and the purples and the blues can go with this. So mainly the pinks are going to go with the pink and green side, and the purple and the blue are going to go with the more grungier tone side. At least that's my plan. So both these. I have the Carnival 3 Love Tahiti from Be Perfect and Stacey Marie. I think it's gorgeous, and I definitely feel like a lot of the colorful shades in here would be nice add-ons for this and for the top as well. Like I said, the more deeper bluish green shades I feel like will go better with the top part to bring some brightness and some color into the more grungier side, if you will, because I still have deeper outer V shades, but I could have more fun colorful mattes to go along with it, as opposed to always having to use the pink, because that's the only issue I really have with this palette. Like, you have to always use the pink, and I don't necessarily want to do that. So, oh, did I show you the Moonfall palette? Wait, no, I had some more palettes I was supposed to show with the first set. Good God. They were sitting behind me, that's why I didn't see them. So we'll do those in a second. But now I have the Norvina 6. And with all the colorful fun mattes in here, I feel like it would just be good to go with this palette right here. So what they look like together, and I feel like it'd be nice. Or if you already have this palette, you might not want this one because it does. Okay, y'all, so this is what we're working with. With the first look, I decided to go ahead and do both looks. So this is the first look. I used all 6 of these and this darker shade right here to have a dark outer V shape. So let's get into it, girlfriend. I'm gonna start off with the neutral shade, of course. It's called Play Hard. Let me just tap it all over my eyeshadow primer area. I was sitting here watching the Illuminati. I don't know if you know who that is, but she does like a whole bunch of deep dives, corporate caskets, and other like commentary videos about businesses and stuff like that. So I watch her from time to time, and I watched like I think I watched one she did on Shein. I think she did one, was it Brittany Rounder, the chick who, is it Brittany Rounder? The chick who's had the diet scam in Texas, who's supposed to be having a court trial or something like that. I watched the one on her. Like, she has some pretty interesting ones on the show. I mean, on the channel, so I watch it from time to time. Okay, so that shade's on. Now let's go into Nightlife. That's the dark bluish purple shade that's on my outer V. Yeah, I really find it interesting how she deep dives. Like, she had recently got in trouble about something. I don't remember what it was, but she made like a video talking about it and addressing it. And then, like, I guess after a certain amount of time, she just made it private and went on with her day. But she didn't want to like not address it, because it's like when you call everybody else out for stuff, you should probably be able to address your own stuff since you're calling everybody else out. So I appreciated the fact that she did it, because I'm like, you know, she could have just been like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm gonna try to keep it to myself, or I'm trying to keep privacy about it and not like addressing this stuff. But she made like I think an hour or something long video addressing everything, and I like watched it or whatever. But it was a lot. And I think I only found her like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I used to pop up all the time with this weird like triangle head, and I was just like, what is this? Who is this? What is going on here? So then one day it was a topic that was like somewhat interesting to me, so I went ahead and clicked on it, and that's how I ended up finding her channel. Now I'm gonna take the shade Neon Lights, which is the bright pink one. I thought the green would be called Neon Lights, but I guess because there's a neon pink, that's why they did that. I don't know. But yeah, so let's get into the crease. I was talking to Smiley Shiny about this one, and I was like, how does she feel about the palette. And I told her I figured that she took a beautiful picture and that I thought she might like it, and she said we were gonna like it. So I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know if Shawnee's video has gone up yet. She just posted her picture today, so I don't know when hers is going up, but make sure you go check it out when it does go up. So as you can see, I got the nice little hot pink situation going on here. Yeah, I know I just gotta keep going back and dusting and airbrushing and everything else to make it look the way I want it to look, because y'all know that's how I get down. I did take the pink down a little too low, though. I wasn't supposed to take it that low because the, you know, the yellow shade is supposed to start. So hopefully I didn't take it too low while I was sitting here running my mouth. But we'll just start right here and bring it on down to the inner corner somewhat. I tried to bring it like somewhat down the inner corner, but like not completely, because I didn't want the little pop of silver. So I'm like, and y'all want to see the Little Mermaid? I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to see it or not. I like the Little Mermaid. I think it's a wonderful movie, but I don't know. I didn't necessarily want to see a live action one, but at the same time, it's like I want to support because it's a black Little Mermaid. And then I gotta watch Peter Pan too, because I like, how do you say her name? Yardis? I hope I'm saying it right. I really like her, so I'm like, I wanna watch and support it. Yeah, I think I messed it up, y'all, because to me this side looks more neon, to me this one looks more true yellow, but y'all can tell me what you think. Yeah, so on to the lid shade now. So I'll cut the glitter glue real quick, and then I'm gonna come back. And what I did was I started off with the dark pink on the back. Y'all know I go from darkest to lightest, so this is on the back, it's toward the front, the silver is in the very inner corner. But let's get this glitter glue on. Okay, y'all, so it's shimmer time, it's shimmer time, it's shimmer time. Okay, so let's get into the purple. It's called Top Shelf. And then we're gonna put Happy Hour on, which is the lighter pink. This is a somewhat crumbly formula, because when I'm picking it up with the brush, it's like breaking up, so just keep that in mind. And let's start putting on, I just think this looks so stunning. I mean, just absolutely stunning. Look at that, like over that purple too. Yes, she's giving. She's giving all what I need. She's giving. Put some more Top Shelf on here real quick. And then I'm gonna start going over with, what was it, neon? Happy Hour in a second. But just look how stunning that is. I can't, yes. Now we're gonna go on top of that with Happy Hour. So Happy Hour will go more towards the front of the eye, if you will. This one right here. So we're gonna put it like right in here. And start kind of painting over the pink. Because y'all know I'll make my own multi-chrome dual chrome in a minute. You better put that shade on top of the other shade and make it work for you, girl. Because I show what I'm doing right here. That one's on top of this one. I think it's a nice little combination look together, you know, hooked up or whatnot. And then I'm going to go and grab the silver. Yes, that one. Let's go grab the silver and put it in the inner corner. So I've been using the same inner corner brush for like different things, so I might have to get another inner corner brush when it comes to the cool tone look. So I decided I'm just go ahead and do both now. I got an idea that I feel like will look really nice, so I'm gonna do that. The silver shade is called After Dark. Let me just go, I'm literally just gonna tap it like right in here, kind of on top of the yellow, but not too much on top of the yellow, because I still want you to see the yellow, but I want the silver to be present as well. So now we're just gonna go over the outer V again and kind of mesh the shimmer and the matte together. So that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm probably gonna go back over a little bit of pink, because I feel like it's getting washed out a little bit. So we did that. So let's dip back into our pink. And just right here. And on the outer V as well. And now we take the clean brush, of course, this one right here, and just dust it all over, girl. I feel like I want more yellow in the inner corner because I don't know what it is. I told y'all, every time I do a look on this eye versus the other eye, I always feel like I have to go back in and add stuff to the eye I did on camera versus the eye I did off camera. But I feel like the yellow just wasn't popping as much. And now I gotta go back in with the silver to put it back over the yellow and get the nice little gradient I was hoping for. And so this is finished eye look number 1. You see, you get a nice little yellow in the inner corner. See, I feel like this yellow is just more popping on this side than it is on this side. But you know, put the eyeliner and mascara on this side. I'm gonna go off camera and do that, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna go into part 2. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do kind of a grayish, sultry type look. So I'm thinking I want to use these two mainly. Maybe this bluish purple one could be my inner corner. And I kind of want to put this one as my crease shade to make it more defined because I have the darker gray on the outer part than this. And maybe I'll put this part toward the front of the inner corner, and then we can use these two shimmers in a way. I'm thinking about that being what we do, but I'm going to go off camera and do what I need to do with this first look and take my sexy pictures, and then I'll come back with a second look. Okay, girl? Okay. Here, y'all, this is our second eye look, the Into the Dark palette. So, I took these 4 shades and made the eye look, and then I put the silver in the inner corner just because I like giving the silver its moment. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Cocktails. That's the green shade at the bottom. That's what I ended up using as the crease shade. I didn't want to use the same shade over and over again. Since it's supposed to be a more grungy side, I figured it'd be okay to put the green up there and work it out. So that's what we're doing. Gonna work with the green. Take a nice fluffy brush and just dust it all around. It's a reference number 15. I've been reusing the same like 3, 5, 10 brushes all day because I'm like, I knew I had similar colors to do videos all day long, so it worked out for me. I'm like, yeah. But I'm still gonna have to wash like my face brushes and stuff tonight, or when I come back next week. I'll probably wash them Friday night, so then that way Saturday when I get up they'll be done. Because I stopped filming on Fridays. I've just been trying to like cool it and chill. The thing that sucks is I gotta go home and wash my brushes tonight in my house. I should have washed them when I first got home, but I was hungry and wanted to relax because I had filmed like I think 6 eyeshadow videos today before I went home to grab this palette to come back tonight and film this video. I'm just taking the brush we used in the first one to dust around the neutral tones and kind of give like an airbrush effect, if you will. But yeah, so I went home, came back, and I'm like, here we go again. Another video for you. So I still got I got these 2 eye looks to do. Then I got one discussing a topic about why I didn't buy a certain palette because I buy from the brand all the time, but like I've just been noticing some stuff that I wanted to like talk to you all about. So I was like, I'm going to film that video right after this one. So that'll be the other eye look I did. I was going to do one on the Lavish eyeshadow palette, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that till like next week just because I'm like, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning now. I still gotta drive to my house, take all this off, shower, get ready for bed, and you know, I just don't want to have to worry about all that. I did have some more ideas on my phone though that I need to do, so I'm definitely gonna do some of those next week. But I'm hoping one idea you all really like. It seemed really interesting and fun to me, so I was like, I'm definitely gonna try to hook it up and do it or whatever, but you know, I don't know. We'll see. So let me go cut the crease with some glitter glue. I started off with this one toward the back. I put this one in the front, and then we put the silver in the inner corner. So that's what we're gonna do when I come back, and then we'll get my thoughts about this palette. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's get into this look now. So I started off with, like I said, the purple one, Bustling. So I'm gonna put Bustling on the outer V right here. And y'all know I love a blue purple moment shifting shimmer shade, so I had to use a blue purple shifting shade. I'm sorry. I don't know what you wanted me to do. Not use it, because that's not an option. The shade in this palette is giving me similarities to the shade Pearl from the Blend Bunny palette, but I don't have the Blend Bunny palette here, so I cannot confirm or deny if it is. But that's the vibe it gives me. Also, that the shade from the Costa Rica palette that No Man came out a while ago, it gives me the same similarities as Pearl. So I'm gonna go through. We're gonna take the shade on the rocks now. That's what I'm talking about. It looks really similar to Pearl in my personal opinion, and put that all over the lid. But like, yeah, I'm going to get to that this week. I'm gonna try to just do a shorts on that one real quick instead of a whole dedicated video, because you know, yeah. I just feel like a whole dedicated video would be a lot, especially since products are constantly coming out. And then y'all know me, I got 50 million ideas inside my head, so I can't necessarily be trying to do that either. And then new products are launching, like I don't know if y'all been watching my community tab. I talked to y'all about those new Dior blushes that's coming out. I think I posted about the Gucci blushes that's coming out, or if not, I plan on doing that tonight. And then I'm gonna post about the there's one other thing that they posted, the Nars color correctors for the under eye. That's supposed to be coming out soon too. So I'm like, out with some things coming out that I'm interested in talking about. So let's get into excuse me, the silver shade called After Dark again. Y'all know that's I'm feeling it. It's a whole vibe. I love it. So this is pretty much what we're working with. Back you on up and talk about my thoughts on this palette. So they definitely redeemed themselves with this palette. I love the color story. I love the formula. I love the shimmers. If y'all remember, I wasn't crazy about the Glamorous palette because they have those shimmers that you have to put on top of mattes in order to get more color and pigmentation to them. And I don't really prefer sheer shimmers, so I definitely like the shimmers in this one a whole lot better because they're more pigmented, which is what I prefer. All the mattes worked fine. I feel like they did a good job with pigmentation. I wish the pink had been a little bit more pigmented, but you know, overall it worked well enough. I was surprised at how pigmented the shade Moonlight was, because I don't expect shades like that to be that pigmented on me. Oh yeah, this is definitely a dupe for the shade Pearl. It's on the rock shade. I want to check that shade from Nomad that I'm talking about though, to see if it's similar to Pearl like I thought, but I definitely feel like this one is. Random side note. But yeah, I really liked all the shades I tried. Literally the only shade I haven't tried in this palette is this red one, and I'll probably do a look with that one and like the pink another time to give a more like romantic vibe with these two shades and make a cute little look sometime soon. Or I'll use it with the Moonfall palette and some other palettes, because I told y'all I plan on using this for a whole bunch of other different palettes. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. And well, I don't know why I'm saying I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm not really surprised. I guess I'm saying pleasantly surprised because, like I said, I wasn't crazy about the Glamorous one because the shimmers are kind of that sheerish thing to them, more like toppers than actual like shimmers that had metallic pigment to them, which is what I usually prefer. And then I can use like a topper shade for the inner corner or on top to give it an extra boost. So because it didn't have those, I like it a million times better than I do the Glamorous one. But I do like the colors in the Glamorous matte palette. I do plan on putting that with this palette to try out in the upcoming days next week. So those are my initial thoughts on this palette. I am impressed. I hope you were impressed with my two eye looks. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.